Hi there. Welcome to Coming Home. I'm your host, Dr. Onalee. If you are new to my world, I am going to be sharing some more money meditations, money healings, improving the planet's relationship with money. Some people in my world know that I have mentioned one of the things that I love to help people with is increasing abundance. I feel really good when I share about my tips, my tricks, my secrets, and just the thought of more people having abundance. I really like that. So that is one of my missions on this planet is to really heal and change the money system, our experience with money, our relationship with money. I want to help us all have more joy, more pleasure, more desire with money instead of just paying bills and this dread and the icky feeling when it goes out, or this feeling of there's never a much, can't get my head above water. Trust me, I have been there. I have gotten my car repossessed. I have gotten my card declined at Starbucks, and not because I forgot another card, because I had literally no money to my name. I've had to ask people at the gas station for $2 because I ran out of gas and I had no money to get me home. So, I have lived on the other side of having no money at all, but it was really great for me personally because it taught me that I could live off nothing. I could survive off my bank account being in the negatives for 4 days and only eating oatmeal. So any money then that came in was just extra. It was just bonus. So now as I can bring in more amounts of money, I don't have such a fear of losing it because I've already been to the absolute bottom and the absolute depths. And so that's one of the reasons I feel called to really teach on money. I was always very fascinated by money. I loved taking my money and going to the mall. I loved the idea of when I'm an adult, just being able to buy whatever I want. To me, money is so associated with freedom. And that's what I want to help you tap into. The first key point of today's talk is to bless the IRS. So, if you are in the US, we pay taxes, obviously, to the IRS. A lot of people have a lot of fear around the IRS. A lot of people don't want to feel gypped. They don't want to feel like they're overspending. They are wondering where their refund is, how much of a refund they're going to get. And it's a lot of negative energy towards the IRS. I want to really help shift the planet one person at a time to really shift our perspective and our view and our experience. Because we have to pay the taxes, we might as well find a way to enjoy it. You're going to do it anyways. So why regret it? Why put hatred towards it? Why put all this negative energy towards it? Nobody wins in that way. So, one perspective shift, I've heard this from mentors before, is that when you're able to pay taxes, that means you're a business that is profitable. That's a good thing. Being able to pay taxes and owing money means your business makes money. I would much rather make money than not make money in order to pay more in taxes. A lot of people have a fear of taxes, and so they'll keep self sabotaging and not allow themselves to make the kind of money that they're destined to make because they don't know about how much they're going to spend or if they'll have enough. But I would much rather have money, make money, figure out a payment plan. That's another thing. You can set up payment plans. You can set up payment arrangements. Is there interest? Yes. But if you feel you don't know how or you're not able to pay the whole full amount, set something up. Have a conversation. There is always another way. Places just want their money. So, whatever you need to do to figure that out, to sort it out, to figure out a timetable, do that. The other perspective shift that I have is that that money is going towards good. I choose to believe that that money is contributing to society. It is going to the firefighters. It is going to teachers. It is going to other government workers. It is going to our roads, our paving. There is so much. Is there areas of it that are corrupt? Yes, probably, I'm sure. But are there areas where this is how people make their livelihood? This is how the world runs smoother, that we all collectively come together and contribute to make it better? I choose to think about the latter because I got to pay the taxes anyway. So why not find the benefit, the silver lining, the good in it? I have a new belief that I've started living into starting this tax season. And of course, today is April 15th. as I am recording this. And it really is, I like to be in good standing with the IRS, with my bills, with companies. It's now a new belief, and I've never had this one, but I would rather pay more in taxes than not enough. I would rather not deduct too much than deduct too much and always worry if I'm going to get audited or if something bad is going to happen. And the way I think I'm able to reframe that is because I'm choosing to believe that that money is going to good and is contributing and it is circulating. And money returns to me in many other ways. I have a mentor who she had paid $4 million extra in taxes and got a return of $4 million because she overpaid. And that was how I believe I opened up to this kind of mentality of I would much rather overpay. Money will come back to me, whether it's through a refund or overpaying or through clients or through something unexpected. I don't exactly know how it's going to come to me, but I would much rather overpay than underpay. I choose to believe that I am a member of society that is contributing to the good of the world. It's not taxes for you. Maybe it's certain bills. Maybe it's paying off a student loan. Maybe it's how much you have to contribute to your family or child support or whatever the case may be. I really just invite you, if there's a payment that you have to make, find a way to see the silver lining of it. Make that payment enjoyable. And another thing, too, is if you're having trouble making a payment, take a look if you have any resentment towards it, any guilt towards buying it or signing up for that thing, feeling like you didn't get your money's worth or you didn't get a return of investment. For whatever reason you chose that payment or you're responsible for that payment. So, yes, you might need to just set up payments and be in good communication, even if you can only pay $5 or $10 towards this thing. That's something you physically do. But I invite you into the energetics and the spiritual and emotional around it. The resentment is usually one of the biggest reasons, the resentment or the guilt of why it's hard to make a payment or to pay off a coach or a course or something that you bought or a credit card. You bought something on a credit card and it's impossible to pay it off. What was that thing? It is not a coincidence. It's not random if you're struggling with a certain payment. I have paid certain coaches, certain mentors where I felt I got the most out of their coaching. I never missed a payment ever. And it didn't matter the amount. But some coaches where I felt I didn't really get the return of investment, I didn't feel like they were supportive, they weren't really showing up. I really didn't have a great experience with them. Paying them always felt impossible. And that's where I started to link being late on certain payments or having a hard time paying certain things off. Take a look at your energy around it and your resistance to wanting to pay for it because you feel like you didn't get something out of it or you shouldn't have bought that thing. We want to work towards clearing up all of the sensations and feelings around money that are not wonderful. So find even one silver lining. For example, I've had a hard time paying off this freaking course from a mentor. I had to see, wait, there was a trick that I learned from one of her teachings where when you journal out what you're grateful for, journal out, sprinkle it throughout things that have already happened and things that you want to happen. And it really trains the subconscious brain, the subconscious mind to not know the difference. And when I do go back and I look at my journals now, it literally is crazy. I'm an amazing manifester. I'll just put it out there. Like my dad even says that. I have full confidence in that. I'm a very good manifester. Yes, I've done a lot of training on it, of course. But even before I was trained in manifestation, I was always a good manifester. I just didn't know I was consciously doing it. And so when you look at my journals, there are so many freaking things where I said thank you for it way before it ever happened or if I knew it would happen. And so now I can play an even bigger manifestation game because I know anything I put down there, as long as it's for the greatest good, it's going to come true. It's going to happen. I don't know the timing of it, how, when, or where. I don't know, but I know it is going to happen. And so I really learned that from her and that course that felt impossible to pay off. So go take a look. But other than that part, I felt like I did not need that course. That course was not that worth that much money. It was $3,000. I did not think it was worth that. I didn't think I got much out of it, but I did get one thing out of it. And so even I've worked with mentors where I didn't feel I got a direct return and it was a lot of money, but my relationship improved. Relationship with my man. I called my man in. My relationship with my parents improved. I started going home more and visiting them. Other areas of my life improved. And even if it wasn't a direct, immediate return of financial abundance, it was all other areas of my life. And then, boom, of course, like money eventually comes in. But I had to let go of the expectation of what I thought that that mastermind would be and to accept it for what it was and to see the benefit in it. Because if not, harboring resentment or guilt or regret just blocks the freaking flow of money. I do not want to block the flow of money. And how do I do that? I have to accept all of my payments, all my responsibilities, find the silver lining in them, find the joy in them, see how I'm contributing, see how I'd rather have the money to pay that thing than not enough to pay it because I'm resentful towards it. So, little by little, each week, each episode, especially around money, we're going to start cleaning up our money experience and having it be brighter, more beautiful, lighter, wanting to attract more money, having money want to come play with us. You're the kind of person that money wants to hang around because you are kind to it. You are excited about it. You love to spend it. You love to receive it. You love to give it. You love to invest it. You love to grow it. You love to circulate it. You trust it. You're kind to it. More money is going to start coming to you as you start to clear up some of these feelings. So I hope you have an amazing rest of your night. I am starting a group chat. So if you're interested in that, whether you're a man or a woman, I am putting together a few groups. They always start at the beginning of the month. So let me know if you'd like to do that. I also have a few spaces for one-to-one coaching left, but I'm not taking on as many clients anymore, but there are my courses: Woman Empower, Man Empower, No More Narcissists, or Learn to Love Yourself. So a lot of this stuff is in the show notes below. A lot is on my Instagram. Go to my story, go to dronalee.com/links. You will find it. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day and share with me your money wins and your change of perspective. If you want to shoot me a DM on Instagram, and I'll take a look at it. I'll talk to you soon.